married for 12 years and together for 15. We have 2 little girls. The first D-Day occurred 4 years ago. To cut a long tale short, I discovered a month's worth of communications between my wife and another person on the Discord app, then followed the standard trickle truth nonsense. It began with just some random person who means nothing. I eventually discovered they had been FaceTiming several times over the week. And in addition to intimate matters, they discussed very personal matters, such as my girls, while humiliating me and his wife, because he lived nearly 1,000 miles away. I believe they didn't do anything physical, but I could be mistaken. The hardest day of my life was D-Day. My wife was my greatest friend, and the one person in the world in whom I had complete trust. I was absolutely shattered after discovering the truth. Months of panic, attacks, and profound despair. But I didn't want to notify anyone since I didn't want to jeopardize my wife's reputation. To my wife's credit, she did appear to feel bad when I caught her. She phoned her folks and told them everything. She then scheduled individual and couples counseling sessions. She looked after me and gave me time to mourn. For a year, we went to couples and individual counseling. She had her phone open and had shut off all connection with the other guy. After a few years of hard work, I was certain that we could make it as a pair. I was determined to make things work for our girls, and I felt like she had worked hard to regain my trust. I stopped looking at her phone around a year ago. Then, around 2 weeks ago, she made a mistake. She sent a text to a group chat that I was in that was clearly not intended for the group. She instantly attempted to pass it off as a joke, but I realized what was going on. All of that trauma resurfaced. Panic attacks, terrible anxiety, crushing despair, and so on. When I challenged her, she denied it right away. What she didn't realize was that you can retrieve recently deleted texts on iPhones, which I did as she slept. I documented everything and kept it safely. I waited a few days to recover from my first shock before contacting a divorce lawyer. I then showed her my proof, and her reaction was very different from the previous D-Day. She whispered sorry and quickly fled into the bedroom. I soon saw she was emailing the same person from 4 years ago. Oh, and this was all occurring when I was in cardiac arrest and terrified for my life. I'm just 36, and doctors still don't know what attacked my heart, but I'm well today thanks to a surgically implanted defibrillator. When I inquired how she could cheat again when I was frightened for my life, she said, "I didn't message him during your surgery." Thank you. We are currently proceeding with the divorce. As a divorced child, I pledged before I married that I would never divorce. Nonetheless, here I am. And I know that's the right decision, no matter how difficult it is. In the end, it's about what's best for our daughters and me. I'm afraid, anxious, and heartbroken about the loss of my closest buddy. And I'm terrified of being alone. So my whole attention is on my girls and healing. I've been lurking in this subreddit under a different account for years, and it's been a big help. There's a lot of insight and genuine support here. Unfortunately, I hope to be one of the extremely few betrayed spouses who is able to totally reconcile with their cheating spouse. I was mistaken. It's time to move on. Everyone else here has my best wishes. Now the next story. I'm not sure if I'm searching for help or simply somewhere to vent. My wife of 13 years and 2 children admitted to cheating on me 9 months before 2 months ago. She was experiencing health issues at the same time. From what I can see, it wasn't planned. That's when she told me. I fell apart and had a depressed episode. She advised me to get antidepressants, but the antidepressant did not agree with me, and I spent another 3 weeks in bed due to weariness and physical problems. Throughout this period, she assured me she still loved me and understood she had made a mistake. She promised me that it was a one-time occurrence and that she would fight for me. We began putting effort into resolving problems and communicating more after I felt a bit better. We agreed to be really honest with each other. Well, I had contemplated accepting her offer to see someone else. Later that week, she informed me that another old buddy had contacted her while I was ill. They began communicating, and she began to develop feelings for him. She told me that he was in a horrible circumstance and that he planned to relocate to our state in 6 months, after which they would begin dating. Unable as for what to do. I still adore her and would have been fine with this scenario if we had addressed it earlier. But right now, I feel like she's cheating on me every time she talks to him, and my trust has been severely damaged. I'm trying to be more present and a greater part of our family again. I've admitted my part in our relationship troubles. I want to fight for her, and I'm trying to be more present and a greater part of our family again. I've admitted my part in our relationship troubles. I wanted to fight for her, and I'm becoming better at it, but I'm still broken. It appears that it is too late. I grew up in a dysfunctional family, and never wanted it for our children. I also don't want to lose my best buddy in life's love. We discussed being in a primary relationship for at least a couple of years, and she promised to take things gently, but they're already in love, and I'm not sure I can believe anything she says. We've been communicating better, and I've been attempting to accept this. She claims she still loves me, and I want her to be happy and have her basic needs satisfied, but this is really painful. I feel duped and deceived. She claims we're friends and always will be, and that she'll be there for me, but I can't help but wonder what will happen if he moves here in 6 months. Thank you for listening to the story to the end, and if you like it, please support us with a like as well as subscribe to our channel. Sing right in the comments what you think about the story.